Now moving on, mass media audiences are identified? No. Specific strata? No. Heterogeneous होते हैं. Sorry, mass media audiences are heterogeneous in nature. Concentrated? No. Then we are left with only one option, that is anonymous. Okay, so here I've also mentioned the characteristics of mass media communication. A large number of audiences, heterogeneous audiences, scattered audiences, and absent of direct feedback. Mass communication is a process of transmitting messages to a large number of scattered audiences. Now, which of the following is a recent phenomenon of modern day media in India? Film news couldn't be, is not a recent phenomenon. Sports news, featured news, no. So paid news, okay, paid news is a recent phenomenon of modern day media, okay, in our country, not in our country, all over the world. In which of the following are the expectations of the people being manipulated to the maximum? So there are certain, four situations listed here. So which one out of these, manipulate people's expectation to the maximum? So personal situation, no. Agitative situation, no. Instructional situation, no. We are left with persuasive situation. So in persuasive situation, you are trying to persuade a person to do something. So if you are trying to persuade a person to do something, you have to play with the psyche of that person as well. And their expectations, you have to manipulate their expectations and behavior in order to persuade them to do what you want them to do. So this is what marketing does. They persuade people to do something, or marketing and advertising and propaganda as well. So we have a list of examples here, but but because they want you to do something, they want you to show a certain kind of behavior, they need to manipulate you, okay? And by manipulating it means your expectations, your expectations, and that's what happened in persuasive situation. Now, which of the following has a long-term effect on the audience? So I believe the answer to this question is very subjective. Why? Because some people tend to have long-term effect by regular face-to-face interactions with anyone, and some by reading a book. Watching a movie and listening to a radio jingle is not here, are not here. So I'm confused between these two, and because this is a very subjective answer, I would like you all to drop the answer to this question in the comments. From my point of view, it should be reading a book, okay, because I have had, I remember all the books that I have read, but I don't remember everything that I have talked to a person, even a close person, okay, in my life. But I remember all the books that I have read and the gist of it. So from my side, it's reading a book, okay? So from my perspective, I would have picked reading a book, okay? Now, which of the following cannot be a part of media studies? Psychological effects. First, psychological effects, physiological effects, cultural effects, sociological effects. So physiological effects is about body and organs. Okay, so therefore, this cannot be a part of media studies. Now, what does CITE stand for? I have taken a class on this, not CITE, but basically the evolution of TV in India. So I have taken a class on this, and I have mentioned about CITE as well. So you should be able to answer this question if you have taken that class sincerely, or even if you have just taken that class, okay? So the answer to this question is first one, satellite instructional. Third one, satellite instructional television experiment. Okay, so it was an experiment, satellite communications project launched in India in 1975. So now you even know the launch year of this program. That's 1975. It was designed jointly by NASA, okay, and ISRO. The project made available the informational television programs to rural India. Now, which of the following is included in media and information literacy? That's audience accountability. Okay. Now, which of the following is unaffected by media directly? Literacy rate. Okay, because consumerism is a product of media. Desensitization also a product of media. Biased behavior, media tries to influence it. So literacy rate. Okay. Now, which of the following statement is an incorrect description of media? Media is a magic multiplier. Okay. Media is an agent of social change. It affects culture, so media is an influencer. In a way, it's an influencer as well, but these are, more correct description of media than media is an influencer.